Hello and welcome to India Global. Today's big story is UK's migration figures, which have just been released. These are provisional figures for the year of 2023 and which have shown that net migration has declined by roughly 10%. This comes roughly hours after UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak announced that the country will be headed to summer polls on the 4th of July. And the Rishi Sunak administration has been focused on reducing migration figures as well as stopping the boats, which has been one of the key mottos of the Rishi Sunak administration. And these provisional migration numbers thus become extremely important. Let's first look at the long-term net migration figures, which is essentially the difference between the number of people immigrating into the UK versus the number of people emigrating out of the UK. So net migration in the United Kingdom has declined by 10% from roughly 764,000 in December 2022 to 685,000 in December 2023. However, the UK Statistics Department, which released these provisional figures, has said that these figures do not indicate that a downward trend is underway and that it is too early to say whether this is the beginning of a downward trend of net migration. However, emigration numbers, which is the number of people leaving the United Kingdom, has increased while visa applications to come to the United Kingdom have declined. So now let's look into the specifics of these figures. While earlier, before Brexit, EU nationals were the key and the majority of migrants coming into the United Kingdom, this is no longer the case. As of 2023, non-EU migrants make up the majority of immigrants coming into the United Kingdom. In latest figures, non-EU nationals accounted for 85% of the total long-term immigrants. Within non-EU immigration, work-related immigrants increased from 277,000 in December 2022 to 423,000 in December 2023, replacing education as the top reason for migrants to come to the United Kingdom, highlighting that UK might be shifting from, say, an education hub to a region, to a country where migrants come for work-related opportunities. Furthermore, almost half of these migrants who came to the United Kingdom for work-related purposes were from either India or Nigeria, primarily for the healthcare and social care sector. Meanwhile, the number of non-EU dependent visas overtook the number of primary applicants, increasing from 125,000 to 219,000 from December 2022 to December 2023 for dependent applicants, while the main applicants increased from 152,000 to 204,000 in the past year. The top 5 source countries from which migrants traveled to the United Kingdom in 2023. Firstly, it was India, with 250,000 migrants coming to the United Kingdom, followed by Nigeria with 141,000 migrants, China with 90,000 migrants coming to the UK, Pakistan with 83,000 migrants, and lastly, Zimbabwe with 36,000 migrants coming to the United Kingdom. Since 2019, the number of Indian, Nigerian, Pakistani nationals coming into the United Kingdom has increased exponentially, with roughly 62,000 more Pakistani nationals, 127,000 more Nigerian nationals, and 178,000 more Indian nationals coming to the UK in the past year compared to in 2019. So to discuss how these figures impact the UK, the upcoming UK polls, as well as the current graduate visa route, which is under the government lens, we have with us Sanam Arora, chairperson of the National Indian Student and Alumni Union, joining us from the UK. My first question to you, Sanam, is that the provisional figures released today highlight that net migration has declined by 10% in the past year. So, what do you think these figures highlight, and do you think we are in for a downward trend in net migration figures? And is this an impact of Rishi Sunak's policies that he released over the past 6 months?
Yeah, so I think our understanding is that partly the net migration figures are down because the voluntary migration from countries like Ukraine and Hong Kong, which we had taken over from on a sort of help basis, has reduced. So there is significant reduction in those numbers. There is also reduction in numbers of of previous policies that have come through. I think now the ONS has said that immigration is mostly driven by work-related arrivals from outside the European Union. So that's predominantly around half of the arrivals have been from India or Nigeria. So India plays a considerable part, and mostly they're in health and social care sector. So those are some of the key facets of this net migration figures. And the big story is that work has overtaken study as the main reason for non-EU net migration.
So we also saw that these figures have highlighted that work is now the number one reason for migrants to come to the UK as compared to education, which earlier was the primary reason for migrants to come into the United Kingdom. Why do you think this change has come about? Is this because of the recent changes in the visa rules in terms of students coming to the United Kingdom, or are there any other reasons that have caused this shift?
So, there is separate Home Office data that shows that visa applications have dropped in recent months after the policy changes around dependent, skilled worker threshold on salary limits, which were designed to slash numbers. So it is clear that the policy changes with the intention that they were implemented have actually started to show.
While net migration in the UK has indeed declined, it is yet to be seen whether this indicates a downward trend in the country. With the UK headed to the polls on July 4th, all eyes will be on the Rishi Sunak administration to see how its policies have impacted the UK and its economy. This is Disha Bagchi for NDTV.